Well, well. It's all I want to run now when I go. Look at Morgan's muffler. Look where the heat is, friends. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And it goes around, which is what you want. I'm actually interested. So, and she's like, "You're not freaking out or anything." It's like, well, there's not really a point in getting upset about it. You're in the situation. You may as well try to figure out how to fix it. He hasn't swore yet. Oh, I'm being a good boy. Say hi, Nick. Hey, guys. It's Dumpster, friends. He hasn't been here in a little while. He was doing a little project and he needed, believe it or not, I didn't need, but he phoned and see if he could borrow my little crappy little sander that I got on the, awesome. I need one of those. And it worked perfectly for what he needed. So you just never know. But anyways, I'm building video, friends, and I want to talk to you about just two things, but I wanted to say, everybody say hi to Dumpster because we haven't seen him in a while. So Dumpster, we love you. That's going to have to change this spring. There you go, friends. So Dumpster, the man, the myth, the legend. Friends, on that video at Lisa's where we ran the Super Pro 81, remember, friends, last week? I briefly ran Morgan's UFO. I wanted to give it a fair, I knew it worked, I could feel it. But without a sharp saw, friends, you can't really test anything. You can't. It makes no sense to run a dull saw, especially testing anything. So I hand filed it square and we went at it, and that muffler works. So that's what this video is. We'll show you that. And I took them 2 axes out yesterday and gave a little poke at it too. So that's what we're going to be rocking on. Let's get at it. So friends, last time I ran this muffler, my power saw was not sharp. It was a ragged full house grind that I had cut a bunch of, well, actually at Lisa's, friends. So it wasn't cutting. It was cutting. I shouldn't say it wasn't cutting. It was cutting, but nowhere near its potential. So that in that alone, you can't gauge your power. Just, you can't, especially a muffler. So I'm going over to Root Rots right now. I'm also bringing a couple of items out of that building right there. I want to see what this muffler is going to perform like. I think he's making me another one. The burrs on there. See that, friends? Oh, where am I? Oh, here I am. Yeah, see a little burr? There it goes. Off it goes. That's it. But look at the grind. Mm-hmm. Excited. All right. We're testing that. Like really testing it now. We've not really tested this muffler, friends. We haven't. Okay. All right, let's test this muffler. You guys saw what I talked about with them axes, right? The different profile, but a minuscule amount gives you that thing that I just showed you. For that muffler to work, there's a saying we say on the pipe. Listen to the RPM. You all know what the ram horn does. So, friends, this is kind of interesting to me. It's like anything, friends. It's like me with the power saws and the cutting and the axes and the profiles. It is. It's once you, and this could be for anyone in any aspect, in any genre of work, anything you do for a considerable amount of time, you learn things. You just do. You learn things. Hang on one sec, friends. I've just got to move this slightly. There. It was going to slide down and fall. I know it was. So me and Iron Horse were talking about this, and everybody's got they read their books, and they understand how the two-stroke, and people talk about vibration and gases, and they go back into the saw and in and out, and there's this thing happening at this timed event that goes bang, right? When the piston reaches the top and the squish, and boom, right? When it blows up. Well, when the piston goes back and sucks, right? Suck, boom, bang, right? And I don't claim to know. Let me tell you this right now. But the only thing I can relate to that I'm starting to really see in these pipes, friends, and I hate to fall back on the ram's horn on that exact saw right there, but I have to, because it is probably one of the biggest pieces of education and experience of a pipe that actually works. There's lots of pipes that will make your saw run better than a stock pipe. Because think about this for a minute. Just think about this for a minute. A stock can, right? You've got a stock muffler. It's a box, friends. It's a box. Come on. It is. And these companies, when they send them out of the factories, they have to make them quiet. So they'll put a baffle in it, or they'll do this and do that. So when you got the muffler, you go, this is running better. Of course it is. So, but friends, I'm here to tell you this honestly. I have felt, let me get rid of that notification. John Bradley, Lieutenant Bradley, how are you? I understand it like a waterfall or a water slide. Friends, I almost think that in those tunable pipes, the dirt bike pipes that guys put on, it creates this crazy amount of pull. But I've also seen it where it doesn't get on the pipe. Actually, Dino Joe, it's time that this channel gave a shout out. Friends, I'm going to look right now as we speak, right on my computer, because I'm going to tell you something. This is a big genre, this power saw genre, okay? It's a big genre, and I only speak from the machine's point of view. And my dyno is the wood, okay? That's my dyno, is the wood, in the wood, okay? Did I mention that was my dyno? Well, it is. But I'm going to tell you something. This Dino Joe character, I want friends, let me just see here, right there, Dino Joe's Mods. Now this character, friends, I'm going to tell you something. If you're into this genre, here's a guy, Dino Joe, it's time for a shout out for you. And I hope you got, friends? He's got 8,053 subscribers. I think that's what that means. Yes, it does. That's what that means. He has 8,053 or 8,530 subscribers. I think that's what that means. Friends, I want to do this man a nice gesture. I just do. I've watched a few of his videos. This man's demeanor, do you know who he's like? He's like the Bob Ross of chainsaws. Remember the painter? He's just got this temperament. He just sits there and he talks to you about that. This is what we're going to do. We've tried that. We did that. And we tried this. Just so you see, everybody wants to see what's going on. So we tried that. We didn't like it. We took this part. We tried that part. So just so you know, here's the reading for this one. I can't do a good Dino Joe, but if I think about it, I'll try a little harder and do it better next time for you. Dino freaking Joe. I love you, brother. You're a good man. Dino Joe's Mods. Friends, please do me a favor. Let's help this gentleman out with some subscribers. Go over and see the guy. The man is like me in a sense where he has to go there. He can't just speak to something. The man has to go there. So he can't just say, well, a 372 carb's going to work better on this little 359 project he's working on right now. He has to do it and stick it in the wood, listen to it, feel it in his hands. So, friends, I'm doing a shout out for Dino Joe, and I want to see us move the needle over there for him. So please, let's go over and see if we can't bump this guy, get him closer to 10 grand, because I know he's going to hit there. He can't not. He's just a nice fella. I really like this character. Now, Dino Joe's mods, I'll leave a link in the channel. He doesn't know I'm doing this. He has no clue, but I'm doing it. And I've been thinking about it for a while. But as you know, it's like a product. I have to have a product for a while before I can speak to the product. Like the Nick's boots. Got to have them on my feet. Okay, Dino Joe here. Let me see this character. What's he all about here? Oh. I can't just spout. Right? Okay. Back to the muffler. To me, it seems like, because I've had mufflers that look amazing. They look good and cool, and you put them on, and guess what happens? Not really a lot. And I think what happens is those exhausts, at the explosion, obviously the saw is sneezing and, coughing. Well, I think exhausts, they come back. They go both ways. We know this to be true. Well, I think when a muffler works and that saw just goes bang, crack, and the thing jumps on the bench, you know the ones I'm talking about? Not the ones that go pam, pam. I'm talking crackaroni. Oh, crackaroni, eh? Crackaroni. That's working. So all I know, this muffler that we tried today, it works. Is it as good as the ram horn muffler? Friends, I can't compare things to the ram horn muffler. I've never experienced anything like it in any of the pipes I've run. I haven't. Just telling you. That was a neat one how that happened. So, Morgan's muffler, you heard it. I don't have to freaking show you or talk to you about it. Or I just showed you. But I don't have to try and sell it to you. Because I don't think Morgan's going to do that. He's going to realize that that's going to be a lot of work. And a lot of people won't pay the dough for the amount of work that man... There's no welds on his mufflers, friends. He sands them all down. He gets rid of them all. Let's put a little light on old Buck and Billy Ray there. Nice day. Anyways, just wanted to pop in and spiel on a little bit about mufflers. They're not all going to work. So I've had mufflers where they just haven't worked. I've even changed outlets on my 125, and I've had the saw like jump around, and then all of a sudden, while that outlet's kind of hit me in the face, the exhaust has hit me in the face. Maybe I'll change it, and I wrecked it. So I cut it off and put it back to where it was, and I was like, there we go. Now she's angry again. That exhaust has to somehow create turbulence. I believe. It's just me. I don't know. And I don't know the science behind it. But I do know what it feels like when it works. So I use the same saw in many different mufflers. And I go, okay, that didn't work. That works okay. Well, that's quite... You know what I mean? Like, that's how I have to do it. That is my dyno. So Dino Joe, brother... I hope down the road I can try one of your crazy contraptions that you build there. I love this small carcass, big heads on top. This thing you guys are doing now in the power saw world. I love it. Light saw with power. I remember, friends, when I got nailed by that snag in 06. I just remember the feeling of this could be over for me, and if it's not, I know that I'm gonna have to use a light saw. And so the 372 has always been just such a monster for me, right? And then Iron Horse's mods and on top. But now, friends, now these crazy guys are getting these smaller carcasses and making those go. I'm excited about that. So, Joe, if you're ever in the mood to wrap one of those 359s or whatever you're doing there in a box and send them out to me, I'd be honored, brother. Regardless of that, Joe, you're doing a heck of a job. It's nice to be able to... Morgan's sending you mufflers to try, I believe. I think he is. And that's going to be exciting. So anyways, friends, I've rambled enough. I've been a bit stationary lately. My, you know, the mental, the spiritual, the physical. Well, my physical has, let's just say the spiritual and mental have been working harder this last week or so. Yeah, that's it. So that's all I'll say about that. Maybe some of you have noticed me kind of doing this or doing that, or just kind of the body at this time of year. It happens to me once or twice in the wet season. I get it. My wife was just saying, she goes, honey, this is textbook for you. And I said, I know. But I was, you know, it's like this, friends, eh? Right? So anyway, I wanted to give Morgan's muffler a very honest test. That UFO muffler works. Plain and simple. Now, I'm going to let you guys go. That's a 10-minute ramblathon and a 10-minute freaking action show. So that's 20 minutes so far. It's pretty good. Now, I've got a 266 Iron Horses that we ran Morgan's one that, remember, we fixed in one of his videos there. That's West Coast, or pardon me, friends, Wild West Garage. Okay, that's Morgan. And he was the guy I traveled across Canada in Myrtle with, right? So we fixed that muffler up. It didn't work, friends. Remember that great big one with the 2 cans that he first started? It wasn't right. And I told him, so I says, Morgan, I think we need to, get rid of that top chamber, turn that into more of a chute, and get it sucking and pulling. And it worked. It literally worked and was better. So it's exciting stuff. It's neat because what we're trying to do, friends, I'm helping some guys. We're trying to build a muffler that the average Joe, Dino Joe, anyways, can just, he's not in an area where he knows any porters, or he can't get rid of his saw to go away for a month or two, or whatever it is, to get ported and get it back. He needs the saw in his hands to work and run it. We're trying to find that muffler that gives the gains that's worth the swap out and the racket. Because unfortunately, the racket is part of it, friends. Mark, a gentleman that I've been working with, he built the ram horn, actually. He'll be legendary for that in my mind forever. But his pretzel muffler works as well. It works really good, actually. It creates good bottom. Good pull. The ram horn's got it from top to bottom. One day, if I'm in travels and I'm near this Dino Joe character, I may stop in at his place with that setup. Seriously. And drop that on his dyno just for the heck of it, to see, and then throw a stock one on to see really what's happening there. I've got that ram horn on a stock 372 right now. This is a video about mufflers and power saws. Things I know about that I can get enthusiastic about and share. Now, axes. I don't believe I've ever been more kind of excited now about being able to present something to people. Friends, no matter how many, and on that note, if you have put in an axe request over the last year or two even, or have tried to get axes, thank you. Please understand. We are sincerely grateful for that. And we're getting close to be able to produce an axe that you can literally go to. I believe it's going to be at Liam Hoffman's website. We haven't decided whether we're going to do both or not because of his production, how much he's going to be able to do. So we're getting close to talking about that and more of the logistics on it. We're perfecting the head is what we're doing. And that crazy Brad at Broad River, that man's on fire. And he's doing his thing. So I've got people working with me to bring the masses an axe that works, that actually splits wood. I'm telling you, friends, this is big to me. I'm not going to send out an axe to you people that you've watched all my videos and seen my things and seen me talk about profile, and then you get the axe and you go, no. No, you're going to get the axe out of a box, and it is literally your first impression is going to be, oh yeah. In your hands, you're going to be like, oh yeah. Yeah, this feels good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to happen here. Why? That's why. Right there. That. Because it's my name. And I care. Plain and simple. Work hard. Be honest. The Ramblathon is over. I love you people. And thank you for coming here. Welcome to the new subscribers. This has been fun, friends, today. I'll talk to you on the next video. Be kind. Convex on the right. That's the one that doesn't stick, unless you hit it a little harder. And that's the one that does stick. See how sharp that is?